streaming tonight for some reason. I normally don't stream on Fridays, but I am tonight. Sorry, I'm just not ready. There we go. I normally don't stream tonight, but since I wasn't streaming yesterday, I really want to play more of this too, so. Any other free DLC this is the only DLC that's there. I don't know why it's only listing that, but I'm not doing that. $5. Okay, so what were we doing? And do we wanna... So that's where we're supposed to be headed. Do we want to take on the one boss? The thing that falls from the sky? Hey, why am I doing that? Right? We could try it.
We've reached our destination.
I'm still thinking, I'm like confused as hell as to why that Western Digital USB 3 drive, external drive would not work on the Xbox Series S.
Dispose of the trash.
Like, there's literally no reason why it shouldn't have worked. Absolutely no reason. And the people at Xbox, they couldn't figure it out. They're like, the only thing they could figure out is it was incompatible. Like, well, according to what Xbox says is or it is not compatible, like their requirements are like very minimal, like very easy to understand, and it met those requirements. Yeah, I could not format that drive to work on the Series S. It just would not work. It would see it as a slow media drive, and that's all it could see it as. You could not format it. It just would flat out refuse. So I don't really understand.
You won't get away with that!
Rising Wyvern!
Not my watch! Glacial, where are you going?
Is this it?
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss! Raging Storm! What the?
I owe you one.
Light up!
You're mine!
Hands in the wind! Air thrust!
Oh, that's right. This thing was over. We did find out what level this thing was, didn't we? We found out we couldn't beat it, no matter what. Now we'll just give up after this. We have to level up before we fight it again. We'll just give up. I should have thought about what I was doing before I did this. Oh well.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, what?
This realm doesn't seem like such...
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Night! I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
We've reached our destination.
You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elde Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
I was
We
kind
make
of
for
wondering
Mahag
if we could get
Sar,
her.
the Valley of the Four Winds.
You know, I'm just thinking maybe that the Xbox external hard drive I was talking about, maybe it was defective in a much less obvious way. Like, you hook it to your computer, you can use it for anything, but yet, somehow, when you put it on your Xbox, the Xbox sees that it's not gonna work, that it's possibly just too slow, even though it theoretically shouldn't be. So maybe the problem is it's defective in the fact that it's slow when it really shouldn't be. Crazy idea, but theoretically possible, I suppose.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elde Menancia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
Oh.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holing himself up in the palace.
Dummy.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. They try to get in our way. We'll take them down and that'll be that.
Okay, we'll just defeat these things, because there's clearly an owl here. I
Let's
just haven't
dispose
seen
of the
it.
trash.
Rising Wyvern!
Annihilate this world!
Eat this! Talon Slower! Take this! Rising Wyvern!
Glacial
Demon Plague!
Fierce evil!
Rising Wyvern!
Dance in the wind! Freeze Lancer!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Demon Plague! You're finished!
Fray! Seal! Annihilation!
I'm on Demon Plague!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
You know, the more people we have in our party, the
Nice one, Alfred.
crazier the fights are gonna
there's
get.
more where that came from.
Okay, there's an owl here somewhere. Just a minute.
What's this thing?
Yeah, he's here somewhere. Oh, I see him. I think. Wait, right there.
Hoo hoo hoo!
It's a female. Double tail.
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo!
Hoo hoo hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the fort.
Let me give you a oh no, we'll give her that devil tail. Oh. Ooh, that's interesting. Island. I've had that. Like, one of the songs from Persona 5 just run its course through my head, like non-stop.
Hi, Hoodle!
Swallow Blade! It's on! Demon Fang!
Searing
Armor won't save you!
handle it!
You picked the wrong fight!
Eat this!
Stardust!
Can't get out of
Now!
this!
Lunar
How anticlimactic.
Lunar Power! Hurricane Spray! Steel Force! Dance in the wind! Up! Air Thrust!
Rising Wyvern!
Astral Energy!
Charge like that too easily.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Nicely done.
A fish!
Okay. Wow, a fish!
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
You should know how to fish. You freaking... I've picked up fish in this game. Various fishing points are scattered around. I mean, there should be extra ways to,
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Hup. All right, once more from the top.
God damn it.
There we go. I'll get you next time.
I don't know. Let me...
There we go. I'll let you go this time.
Just how do you do this?
I've got something. I'll let you go this time.
I'm not doing this anymore. I don't understand. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
And that's all there is to it.
Yeah, but you didn't catch any fish!
It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me.
You also have to know what you're doing. I clearly don't, even though they gave me directions.
Kisara?
Doesn't seem to
I
matter.
think I've seen enough.
Oh,
They don't
sorry.
actually tell you
I guess I'm just in
specifically
my
how to
own
do
little
it.
world when
That's
I
the
go
problem.
fishing.
Looks
They
like
give you
we're
the
going to be
controls,
here
they
for
give
a
you
while.
a few
That's
ideas,
how
and then
fishing
that's
goes.
it.
You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live
I
in
can't
different
even catch
regions,
fish on
and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're
Stardew
hoping to
Valley.
catch.
I can't do it.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant
I know
time
how to
sink.
do it. I can't.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I don't know my way around a rod. I'm not doing fishing. Fishing sucks in this game. I've already tried. I'm not doing this fucking quest. The fishing sucks. Oh. Okay, there's nothing over there. Somebody is up. Somebody's hurt. Phew, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my miss. Sorry, I forget I spoke. Here, Ann, don't mind me.
I'm
Infantry
always
shield.
amazed what healing arts can do.
Infantry shield. Why would you give me a crappy shield? Like I start off with the Imperial shield, then you give me this infantry one? Pfft, you people suck. Oh, those are all equipped.
Just doing my job. No need to thank.
Hey.
Hmm?
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Right. I wonder. Still. Yeah. Little scrappy shield. I don't see why I can't. So. I've got other weapons. What happened? Why are they not showing? Anyways. I'm gonna try to put weapons first. Wait, I can't do that. Not here, no. Oh, this is good. I can use this. Yeah, we can't sell the old weapon for whatever reason.
I always love the
Wait,
sound
what
of
about, like,
hammers banging away.
Durant? Got beef 3.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the...
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
I don't think anything changed at the ranch. No. Wait, we probably got... Yeah, we don't have enough for anything, so...
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place. hope I live long enough to regret
Rising
this.
Wyvern! Mirage! Whirlwind Drive! Demon Fang!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
I owe you one. They've got fire!
I've got this. Let him mark
Do it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind.
Not a chance!
Sealed.
Mirage!
This is coming handy.
I'll tear you apart!
Do it!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Mirage!
Hear me.
Take
Fury.
this! Slot! Prepare to be sealed!
Air thrust. I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Oh, you guys want to be in my way, do you? This is a pain. Why can't this Zoogle stand still?
All right.
Perhaps it's time to redeploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it right where it stands. Throw vines from the ground to ensnare enemies and strike them. Effective on fleet-footed enemies. This nullifies their evasive abilities and downs them.
There's nowhere to run from my heart! When he slows down, that's our chance! It's over!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
It's time!
In a bind?
Here's evil.
I'm not done! It's over!
Well, I did it twice. I don't understand what.
Stand back! I'll trip it up! Swirl Blade!
Yeah, I did it. I just did it twice.
Take this! No further! Swirl Blade!
Razor Cyclone.
Rising Wyvern!
Throbs in pain.
Wait. Wait, too fast enemies. Too fast enemies.
Rising Wyvern! Take this!
Has to be both of
Glacial Spear. Here's
you.
evil.
No, get the other one.
Freeze Lancer. Tempest Whirl.
Can't get out of
No.
bed!
Okay, well, I guess it's okay. When fast enemies like wolves and monkeys appear, send in Dolan and his boost deck will nullify their evasive abilities and keep them from dodging attacks.
Prepare to be sealed! I'll run you
Seal
through!
Lancer. More for the stockpile.
Mirage!
Lunar Cruise. Too much to handle. Lunar Dance in the wind. Sealed.
Now we're never...
Taking you all sorts of way.
Well, I'm
Take
impressed.
this!
Hero. Reload. All right.
Swirl Blade! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Now I'm real mad.
Slot! Now we're never... No further! Rising Wyvern!
Raging Storm. Lunar Blast.
I'm on it!
Back into the fire.
Soda!
Slow down.
I'm on it! Mirage! Here I come!
Dance in the wind.
You're mine!
In here.
Rising prepare to be sealed!
Reload. Tempest Whirl.
Mirage!
Up and at 'em. Let's go.
Burn!
Do it.
All yours, Kisara!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. You can toggle each one of them on and off from the artifact effect list. You can now set 6 additional arts.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
I still got a ways to go.
I didn't even give him an outfit. Yeah, I gave her an outfit. Frame? How about frame? Well,
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
What's this thing?
this must be new.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Come and face me! First strike! Slide! Slide! Take this!
Lightning condemned, not in your dreams! This one's mine!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Swallow blade! It's over! Blow away! Swallow blade!
Prepare to be seized!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
My turn! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
I'll tear you apart! To the shadows!
Rising Wyvern! Prepare to be seized!
Sleep now! I'll be saving
Take
this! Here's a healing art!
No escape!
Raging
Swallow
Blade!
blade! It's time!
In here!
Burn in hell!
More precision!
Swallow blade!
Here's a healing art!
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll heal you away!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Quiver Crack!
Mirage!
In the sky is mine!
Me again!
Swallow blade!
Now!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Oh, look at that gold.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Evil!
Slice! You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
Smash you!
Burn!
Airborne beast! My
Take this!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Take this! No escape!
Not on my watch!
First strike! Swallow blade!
I'm surrounded!
Rising Wyvern! Strike! Mirage!
Glacial
It's
Steel.
over!
Here's evil!
Slash!
Freeze Blazer!
Swallow blade! Mirage!
Where are you going?
Strike!
Raging Cascade!
Ignite!
Now!
Trigger!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Sky!
Well done!
Not a chance! Here I come!
Hear me!
Mirage! Take this!
Glacial
Rising Wyvern! No escape!
Freeze Blazer!
Who is that?
With this, I can become even stronger. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah.
This one's
Here,
tough,
let me
but
help.
we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Wind
Astral
Energy dance in the wind!
Coming in! Enough
Feel!
I'll smash you!
Come in handy.
Here it comes!
Annihilation! Hear me, flame of fury! Burning strike!
No further!
Talon Hurricane! Now! That's my astral energy!
Say no more! Sky!
Well done!
My hit song! I'm on it!
Not in your dreams! Lunar corruption!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lunar
Swallow blade! Here I come!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Will this help?
Now!
I never
Hey,
miss!
when did I get so popular?
Take this!
Here I
Rising
go!
Wyvern!
Shining Supernova! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Will this help? Light astral energy!
No escape!
So much for sitting this fight out.
Now!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Rising together, we've got this! Mirage!
Ready to go!
Here I come!
Far enough!
You're finished! Slash!
Here I go!
Shattering
Mirage!
Hands in the wind!
Attack time!
Swallow blade!
In here!
Take this!
Do it! Get out of there! Demons descend!
Flashing fang!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Show.
Hey, look at that enemy!
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Lightning
Eat
condensed!
dirt!
Eat this!
Take this! Rising Wyvern! Start up!
Flame of fury!
Swallow blade!
They got me flanked!
Mind if I do?
Swallow blade!
Leave the enemy's art to me!
Rising Wyvern!
No complaints here!
This one's all mine!
Raging Cascade!
Ignite!
Lunar corruption!
You're finished!
Sleep now!
Rising Wyvern!
Here, let me have
Mirage!
this one! First aid!
Toyota! Swallow blade!
Raging storm!
Take this!
Where that came from?
Swallow blade!
Legion snaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Enough done!
Leave the charges to me!
This isn't looking good! Okay.
Eagle Strike!
This one's all mine. Rising Light! Ignite! Here I come! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! Here I come!
Now!
Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
None can! I'm on! Demon Fang!
Mine!
Swallow Blade! Armor won't save you! Take this! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
There's always room for improvement.
That equipment should come in handy.
I don't know what all I picked up. I didn't really. Ooh.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Annihilation!
Strike! Demon Fang!
Don't mind if I do.
You're finished! Take this!
Here's a
This
winning
one's all mine! Stardust! You're mine!
Raging
You're
Fang!
mine! You're finished! Do it! Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
No!
Evil! Lightning
Here I
Blade!
Strike! Demon Fang! Prepare to be sealed!
In a bind?
Do it! Dually! In an instant! Impact Claw! That's what I like to hear.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
What's this thing?
Sage.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Dance in the wind! Evil! Air thrust!
Mirage!
Photon!
Take this!
Raging Cascade!
It's over! Take this! It's on! You're finished!
Pierce
Eat
evil!
dirt! Here I come!
Freeze roll! Dance in the wind! I'll use the field!
Take this! Swallow Blade!
Healing circle! Here!
Did you just heal me?
Yes. We need you, remember?
Blue escape! It's over!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
My turn! Stardust!
This one's mine!
I'm not done! First strike!
Do it!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well
It's
done!
on! Stardust!
Not on my watch!
You're finished! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I still got a ways to go.
Sure, I've built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
Oh,
I don't know about that.
this person needs help. I was so preoccupied dealing with the Zoogle, I slipped and fell. Make sure you don't make the same mistake as me.
should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Oops. What am I doing?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Not today!
One more.
Eat this! Rising light! No!
Dance
Sorry,
away.
I'm on.
Back.
Mirage!
Daring strike. Rip off.
Rising light! Whirlwind snap! Here I come!
Nothing
gets by me.
A banana. Let's go.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Far enough! You're mine!
Mega ray.
No escape!
Dance.
We're cleaning house!
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Rollerblade! Take this! Rising light!
Piercing.
Rising light!
This one's mine.
You're mine! I'm not done! Ignite!
Armor won't save
Here I
you.
come! You're finished! Remember!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done. Into the shadow. Take that.
Eat that!
One last ray.
Bullseye, Sion! Nice!
Get out of my sight, or
Now
you'll
I'm
get
real
hit.
mad. Right, sorry, thanks.
You're mine! It's over!
Healing circle.
Here
Here goes. Mega ray. Not on my watch.
You're mine!
Now or never.
I'll heal you all.
Take this!
Here I
I'll
come!
finish you
Now.
here and now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Age
This
coat.
might be some decent equip.
Ah, yeah.
Mint.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Let's turn up here. Wait. What the heck?
Looks like trouble. Capital P!
Together, we've got this! Rollerblade!
Go get him.
Here I
I'm
come!
sorry to be bothered.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am.
This one's mine.
Freaking gun it! Slash! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Lightning can
Mirage!
If it's in the sky,
Eat this! Rising Wyvern!
I'll end you.
I'm not done!
Blow away!
Not today!
this one's mine.
Take this!
They're surrounding us.
Now you see what I can do!
Here's a healing art.
Do it! I hope this is Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Cyclone! My turn! We're cleaning house!
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Do it! You're mine!
All fit in a bind.
You're finished! Do it! Done! You're finished!
Shiny art expert coming through. Lunar corruption.
You're mine!
blast.
Rising Wyvern!
Here's
This
the
one's all
stream.
mine! Burn in hell!
Do it.
Here I am!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Really? There's nothing here?
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade. the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Well, I think this way I'm going is where I'm going to the next area, but there is another place I want to check out first, then...
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Take this! Swallow dance! Here I come! Strike! It's over! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Stardust!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
You're finished!
You've got me surrounded.
Lewis Kiss!
It's go time! I never miss!
You're mine!
Crystal energy!
It's over! I'll smash you!
I'll heal you all!
You're mine!
Take
No
this!
hands in the house! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Swallow dance!
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Crystal energy!
No further! I'm not done! Stardust!
Lunar corruption!
Eat this!
Lunar blast! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Well, looky here!
That takes us... Gotta break through. Gotta break through.
Ruin escape! You're finished! Fly! Take this! Right! You got fire!
I've got this!
Ruin escape! All yours! You're mine! Pistol! Burn in hell! Take this!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
It's over!
No complaints here.
This one's mine!
Crush!
Raging Cascade!
Here I come! Flash! Rising Wipe! My turn! Take this!
I can
carve. I'm just getting started.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
You require a
Four! Flash!
Take this.
Not today!
Lightning
Here I come!
In the groove.
You're finished! Swallow Blade!
Ready to go!
Swallow Dance!
Here's a
You're
healing
finished! You're on!
Can't heal you forever!
Thanks!
Lightning orb!
Flash!
Photon!
Rising Wyvern! I'm on it!
Pierce the evil!
Flash!
Light astral energy!
There!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Huh. Someone in here. Someone needs our help. I came here looking for food and weapons, but it's nothing but Zeugles around here. Not that I have anything to worry about because of you now.
Phew, what a rush.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
The heck? There's some new guy.
Been looking for you.
Who are you?
For me, why?
Oh! Kick my ass.
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Not my fight.
You'll pay for that!
Where are you going?
Here I come! Demon Fang!
Fall.
You're finished!
I'll bring you back from
Swallow
death.
Blade! Rising Wyvern! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
You're mine!
Come on, hold still, damn it.
Take this!
Never enough feeling so great.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Here's a healing arm. Resuscitation! Raging storm! Will this help? Here, let me help. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Take this! Start us!
Resuscitation!
Enjoy! You're finished!
Here, let me help.
No! Let loose! You're finished! Enjoy! Take this!
You require a healing art.
In a bind?
You're mine!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
I'll smash you! Swallow blade!
Here, let me help.
Fall!
I'll bring you back from
Enjoy.
death's abyss. Here's a healing
Not
art.
done yet!
First aid.
Entertain me! Right! Here I am! Stay away from my friends! I'm not done!
Fainted. The poor thing.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
Ooh. Oh, more of his masks coming off?
Much like you.
Did you just kill Shion? Oh, you made him mad.
Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Where did we come from? Just want to like scour the area for items and stuff. I didn't like see you eat anything.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank.
I'll be right back.
I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Yes.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
There's an owl up here.
Hoo-hoo!
Oh, red rose corsage.
Hoo-hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I'll go back to the owl forest eventually. Let's get rid of the cone. Oh, it's... Yeah, I'll do that instead. Okay.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Good guys, right?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues
If
to
it's
fix.
that way, we'll go this way and look through it to see if there's more need to... Oh. He's not gonna let... Oh, well. Now it's locked. Okay.
Not this way, I guess.
Nope, you can't search that way. Oh. Nothing over there. Okay. Wait, there's something over here. Almost missed it. Chicken! We found chicken. Chicken.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
The fuck?
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now!
You racist.
But you knew that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more.
Not yet.
Ah!
Oh!
Son of a... You'll pay for that! That's enough!
Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
See, this guy's got some sense.
Let's head on over to that
bad.
bar.
She's starting to feel bad.
Figure
for
out what our
how
next
she
move is
treated
there.
Shion.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
She's gonna fall in love with him before long. We got side missions too.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Okay, let's, that's where the inn is. There's just a couple side quests. I don't want to do those just yet. I want to go meet the owls. How do I do that? Okay, wait a minute. I can't remember where it is. Ah, it's right here. I see it.
We've reached our destination.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Silver and cleaver armor. What? Ooh, whoa. Oh, interesting. I like this though. Okay, well.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them. Ooh.
But you can't get them better weapons just yet. Oh, we can get her something. What about, like, oh, we can sell that.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
We did a lot today, didn't
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
So, Halim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?
Is there a way to... Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, yes, okay, and... Wait, there... Oh my gosh. Moscow has a... Moscow has a, freaking quest. Let's go after this quest.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Yeah.
Well,
See.
Oh!
Hey, you, Elfin? Why are you still bumming around these parts? I know I said you were welcome to come back here when you need a rest, but this is a bit soon for a reunion, don't you think?
I guess.
Now you mention it, kinda does look like I'm taking it a little too easy. To be honest, I'm feeling a little lost with what to do right now.
All right.
Oh, in that case, why don't you help me out a bit? There's always so much to do out here. There's no time to worry about things. For instance, I'm running low on pepper, and I could use some more. I use it in the medicine as well as to help preserve my food. And if you help me with this, I'll get rid of all of your troubles, guaranteed. We have what you need. All right.
How's this?
I'll just give that to you. And
Oh!
oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Thanks. Could you wait there for me? I'm going to whip up some recipe with it, just for you.
How's this?
Well, what did you think of my very own kebabs?
Wow!
They were the best meal I've ever had all year. I didn't realize you were such a good cook, Doc. I had a feeling they'd be right up your alley. The secret to them lies entirely in the peppers. I'm more than happy to teach you the recipe so you can cook it for yourself on the road.
Thanks.
That'd be great. Thanks, Doc. Oh. Oh.
I was wondering why she'd gone quiet. She's still eating.
Um. Oh, I see where it is. Yeah.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Unless my eyes deceive me, I think that's the blazing sword I see. How have you been, man? You really don't have to call me that, Grinar. You look like you've got your hands full. Sure, you've got time to chat? A long break, you know, it's all well good with that we Crimson Crows have taken it upon ourselves to start developing collectively, but I'm telling you, I've had it up to here with people and their damn problems.
Just great.
Sounds like they're keeping you busy.
Hey!
Busy doesn't even begin to describe it. I can't catch 40 winks. Dare I say things were almost easier before we kicked the bright eyes out? Okay, not really, but you know what I mean. Actually, can I ask you folks a favor? One of the things we're struggling with right now is our housing shortage. We've gotten by until now, cramming people into shacks, but what I really want is to give every family their own home. Problem is, there aren't many places around here that can withstand the elements, but you know what might? The abandoned village in Iglia. If we could use there, we'll be in business, so can I ask you to check it out and see if it's suitable?
Good.
Sure thing, I'm happy to do what I can late in your road.
What?
Alphen? Here is Zoogle Central, so don't expect it to be a walk in the park. Sorry to give you yet another thing to do, but I appreciate it.
Is this your idea of atonement?
I never put much thought into what would come after liberation.
Don't expect me to help you with this sort of thing in the
From the village. That's it right there. You know what?
future.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
It's on! Slack! My turn! My turn! Not again! I'm on it! Coming through!
A lot of it's buried, but some of it could still be usable.
Only if we drive off the Zoogles, though. Is the area worth the trouble? I suppose we won't be running out of work anytime soon.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah.
Oh, Alfred, did you check out the village?
Sorry.
I hate to say it, Granar, but the place is busted. There's not much of that can be used in swimming with Zulus. I should have known. I had a feeling that was the case, but I had to try.
Damn it.
I've got no other leads, and things are just as mad as ever. We're at the end of our ropes.
Hey.
I feel you, Granar, but you know I realized something earlier. You could never have imagined people coming up to you asking for help and trying to make things better before we liberated Caligula, right? But now people are able to do that, and I think that's a sign that just how free people are now, don't you? The fact that people get the chance to improve their lives is thanks to the freedom they now enjoy. It might be tough to deal with now, but this is just a bump in the road to a better life. Easier said than done, I know, but you get what I mean. You know what? You're right. This isn't something to complain about. That's our blazing sword, always the wise one. I told you, call me often already, but I'm glad you're feeling better about it.
Gotcha.
Totally, if we can get through this, it'll make Caligula a better place to live in the long run, thanks to letting me Do you mind if I come to you again if I need to talk about other stuff in the future?
Right.
Not at all.
You seem happy for someone who just went on a wild goose chase.
Hey, when you're free, there's no need to sweat the small stuff.
Oh, it's...
Okay. We got nothing else here. What's the... Let's see where it is.
It's no skin off my nose. But if we're done here already, can we get back to our mission?
Nope. We're not done here.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every...
Quiet, Shion. We're doing this. Oh, Lord Doling, what brings you here?
Hello.
Oh, nothing in particular. We're just simply passing through. We are quite the distance from the capital. However, are you in need of assistance? Well, yes, I've been having Zoogle troubles.
Huh.
How curious. You shouldn't be seeing any more of them out here since the soldiers cleared them out already. Little ones have kept away, yes, but this big Zoogle showed up recently that's been causing me no end of trouble. Looks like a giant monkey, I guess you could say. It likes to blow these huge gusts of wind that wreak havoc on my crops. That sounds like quite the serious problem. I apologize for troubling you with this, my lord. I promise to still fulfill the palace's order somehow, but I apologize for troubling. Fret not. I shall handle the situation myself. Why did you do that for me, my lord? But of course, how could I possibly ignore a citizen standing before me who is quite clearly in dire need of my aid?
Kisara.
You said it was large simian Zoogle that knows how to manipulate the wind? Yes, very well. Let us be off, Kisara, and I just dumped something on the floor here.
Right.
Right. Simian Zoogle. Here's the Simian Zoogle. Oh, I see where it is. I don't know if it's something I should be fighting or not. I guess we'll see. No harm in looking, right?
That thing looks like trouble.
Quite.
Oh, we might be able to do this. 25.
Right,
I
here goes.
think that's fine.
Rising Wyvern!
Are those armors natural?
Take this!
Air thrust! Radiant pierce!
Do it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Rising Wyvern!
Ignite!
Leave
the ensnaring to me. Yeah! Pummeling to me!
Glacial spear! Pierce the evil!
Mine!
Let's kill him up! Right here!
You'll pay for that! Here I come!
Here, let me
Rising
help!
Wyvern!
Up and at him! Let's go! I'll bring you back from death to this! Resuscitation! I'll heal you all! Lightning condemned! Healing circle!
Thanks!
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Not today!
Hear me! Flame of
Take
stars
this!
in the wind! Burning
Right. Can't get out of this!
Field!
Swallow Blade!
Here, let's go! First aid!
Swallow Blade!
Start up! Here
Here I come!
You're finished!
Eat this!
Time to let it rip!
Swallow Blade! Nothing gets by me! I'm on it!
Swallow!
Soda! You're mine!
I'm on it!
Right here!
Swallow Blade!
Demon Fang!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Like me, it's shattering to pieces! Attack time!
Eat dirt!
I can carve through walls!
Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! You're on! Rising Wyvern!
Prepare to be here! Can't get out of it's pinned down!
Now I can let loose! Rising Wyvern!
Here I go! Thunder field!
Soda!
I'm only getting
Here I come!
raging cascade! Will they field? This'll come in
Take
handy!
this!
Healing circle! Photon flash! Up and
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Right.
Annihilation!
I'm on it! Swallow Blade! Denied!
Rising Wyvern! Burn in hell!
Oh, yes.
Look sharp!
We like that.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
You're mine!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Take this!
Wind astral
You're on!
energy!
I'm on it!
Talon hurricane!
Rising Wyvern!
Glimmer
You're on!
Annihilation! Mega ray! Raging
Rising
storm!
Wyvern!
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Here goes! They're not playing around!
Stardust!
Take this!
Talon hurricane! Here
No,
goes!
I'm impressed.
Here's a healing arc! Sleep now! Ready. Get on in there with
Eagle
them!
Fly!
Burn in hell!
Talon Storm!
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Raging storm!
Slush! Eat that!
Rising Wyvern!
Ready and rare!
No! Can't end here!
Talon Storm!
Nothing
Things come to an end!
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Dana? Not to a Renin, they don't.
Eagle Fly!
I can feel the medicine working.
Oh, no, we don't need more
Swallow
CP
the
yet.
watch it!
Resuscitation! Wind astral energy! Lunar
Not done yet!
Take it, does it!
water!
Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
The earth throbs in pain.
Healing
In a
circle!
bind!
Okay, here I go! Rising Wyvern!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
There you go! Don't let up!
Rising Wyvern! Try harder! Stay away from my friends!
Here's Ray!
Take this! Thanks!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! By the power
Rising
of
Wyvern!
in the wind!
Stardust!
In here! Let's get you on! Ready to go! The enemy is going all out! Wind astral energy! Annihilation! All right!
Well, we might need more CP.
It's showtime!
Here comes something
First
big!
aid! Try to dodge!
Okay. It's fine.
This isn't looking good!
Now or never.
I never miss!
Is this it?
Eat this! I'll tear you
Lunar
apart!
corruption! Dance in the wind!
I'll thrash you!
Mega Ray! Get on in! They're crumbling!
Now we beat the crap out of them!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Got it! Now's our chance!
You're mine! Swallow Blade!
Here's evil!
You're
He's
mine!
such a failure.
Freeze Lancer! Lightning Force Wheel! Don't mind if I do!
Far enough! Slash!
I can't hold on much longer!
I'm not done! Ignite! Not done yet! Swallow Blade!
Seal!
I'm on it! Slash!
And more to the stockpile!
Demon Fang! First strike! Swallow Blade! Prepare to be seen!
In a bind?
That freaking does it!
Dad!
Damn it! If only I'd been more careful.
Freeze Lancer!
Here
Radiant
we go!
Law! Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
I knew we could do it.
Hey! Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
You can try again later. You just did it. You're fine. You
Guess I
made it.
misread the landing.
Is Zuko gone now, my lord?
Good.
It is. It proved to be a formidable foe, but I'm pleased to report that it is no more. That's right, Dolim. Here, put it in its place. You really got rid of it, my lord? Yes, indeed. We also removed the Zoogles in the surrounding area. This should hopefully allow you to go about your work more in peace. Wow, thank you so much. Wait, your face, my lord. Did you get hurt in that fight? Fret not. 'Tis a small price to pay in my part. If it means that my people are relieved of that which ails them. My lord, I don't know what to say. I shall work even harder ever in my fields to repay such kindness. You shouldn't be more than you already are. You needn't do more than you already are. If anything else troubles you, please do not hesitate to call on the palace for its assistance. Yes, my lord, thank you.
Really now?
I've got a feeling you're going to have a long line of people waiting to see you once you get back in the descent. Now we should take a look at what we can do here. Where's the closest, Let's go here then. There's actually a place I kinda wanna visit.
We should be able to cook here.
Just in case. Just don't wanna miss everything. Miss stuff in the game. Manage the ranch. Nothing's happening yet. Oops. For one more than I intended. These to have these.
Did we really just spend that much money?
What should I make?
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I think it's time we go to sleep. Morning. Ready to head out?
There's one here.
Always. It's good to be back in familiar territory.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
This is bad. What am I going to do about that Zoogle? Is something bothering you, Miguel? I heard you mention something about a Zoogle. Oh, Kisara, you see, actually, never mind. It's nothing. It sure doesn't sound like nothing to me. Did a dangerous Zoogle appear somewhere? If you need it gone, I'll handle it. I couldn't ask you to do that. You've got enough on your plate as it is, I'm sure. Leave Menacia affairs to us. I have to learn how to get by without Miguel to depend on these days anyway.
Right.
But I want to make sure this realm stay safe just as much as you do. So if you're having problems, say something.
Excuse me!
I just told you we can handle it ourselves. Or do you doubt our ability to look after ourselves? That's not what I...
Well...
It's okay, Miguel. Really, we fought our fair share of Zoogles, you know. Why don't you tell us what's going on at least? Okay then. The giant Zoogle's shown up by Treslita Highway, and it's making a big mess out of all the fields and buildings along there. It's like a wild hog, only it manages to break through the walls and fencing that get in its way. When you say hog, I mean one of those boar Zoogles? I'd figure a stone wall would be enough to keep it at bay. That won't work with this fella. We're talking about something the size of a hut.
Really?
That big? Yes, that's why I've been struggling to come up with a way to stop it. Let's see what we can do. If we're dealing with something that bad, you should let me go after it. I've got my shield here after all. What the? I don't know what's such a...
Seriously?
No, it's gonna pose a threat to the Zoogle size of a hut.
All right.
I'll make it work somehow. I am determined to do what I can to protect my realm. You said Treslita Highway, right? We'll be back. Oh, I see where it is. Oh yeah, I wanted to visit that one spot.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We've got all the ingredients for that recipe now.
Great. I'll let you cook then.
Check this out
Wait,
first.
what?
Hey, it's that ingredient.
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food. There's nothing here. It doesn't even connect to Vicente.
Nope. Let's quit wandering around and get back to work.
You can't heal what we used to do. With
Let's dispose of the trash.
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern! Start up! Come one, come all!
Try this on for size.
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying
Armor
off!
won't save you!
Take this!
Steel
Slide!
A
You're
banana,
finished!
let's go!
Slide! Swallow Blade! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Cross!
I know.
Oh, you saved me. Thank you. When those Zugos started chasing me around, I was sure I was done for. Ah! Giggle glasses? I don't know anybody else
Look, Hoodle.
that should wear glasses like those than her.
One of your buddies.
An opponent like this should be easy. You're my
Far enough.
Here I come!
You won't get away with that!
Ignite! You're mine! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Stardust!
Now,
Glimmer!
astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done. Here.
Take this!
We'll do it.
Swallow Glimmer!
Raging astral energy.
Say no more!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Nothing else here, then. Oh yeah, we gotta turn this in, but there's also another one now. Yeah, there's one right here. Okay, well, we should go turn that one in and...
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
How'd it go with the Borzul? I think it's... Oh shoot, we didn't actually do it! We went exploring and then we just didn't do it. Dumbass. Ah! Okay, we gotta do it. We're gonna do it this time.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Ah, I see where it is.
That's no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay.
That's level 26. It's... I think we can do it. I think we should be able to handle it.
Rising Wyvern! Take this!
The flashing parts are their weak points.
Oh, now you're talking!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara. I'm ready. In here. Eat this. This will come in handy.
You picked the wrong fight! Talon Hurricane! You're mine! Eagle Fly!
All right.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm ready.
It's too much!
Thank you.
Here I come! Prepare to be seized! In a bind?
Here,
Roller blade!
Thunder blade. First aid.
Okay, here, try harder! Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern!
Now you see what I can do.
Take this!
Raging
Swallow blade!
You're done.
Slash!
Here. Thunder. Will this help?
Slash! Rising Wyvern!
Healing circle.
Rising Wyvern! It's on! Burn in hell!
Here goes.
Soda!
In here goes.
You're mine!
Lightning.
It's over! You're mine!
Eagle fly.
Rising Wyvern! Take this! Roller blade!
Here's the evil.
Handle it.
Green Lancer.
The picture of hell! Rising Wyvern!
Lightning orb. I never miss. Amazing. In here.
I've let you all down.
Stay away from my friend! No further!
Flare tornado.
It's pinned down!
In here.
No escape!
Get on it. I'll bring you
This
back
one's
from
all
death to
mine.
this.
Burn!
A banana.
Here I come!
Resuscitation.
Swallow blade!
Raging storm. Swallow flight.
No escape! This... Slash!
Here's a healing orb.
Eat this! I'll
There
take over!
Shattering the...
Astral energy. Dance of the
You're
wind.
mine!
Mega ray.
No
I'm
escape!
just getting by the
Power of water.
Glimmer Dragon!
Try harder!
Here's a healing orb.
Rising Wyvern!
Let's go. Our next
Mirage!
coming through.
Rising Wyvern!
Oh,
Look sharp!
Bam!
One more.
Now take this! Swallow this one's all mine!
Eagle
Rising
fly.
Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight!
Off my focus.
Here I come! Prepare to be seized!
In a bind?
Raging cascade.
Here I come!
There you go!
Sealed.
You're like me again.
Get on in there.
Mirage!
Mega
You're
ray.
finished!
If it's in the
Here I
sky,
come.
it's mine.
Anything
Giant
normal
supernova.
is right!
A banana. The enemy is going all out.
It's over!
You. Take it. Gravitas field.
Slash! Rising Wyvern!
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
Mega ray. I'll bring you back from death to
Now
this.
I'm real mad!
Thunder
Here
field.
we go again!
Raging cascade. Sleep now. Go away. Come in handy.
Nothing gets by me.
The picture of
Far
hell!
enough.
I'll heal you all. Photon flash. Hey, look. Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
I really owe you one.
Burning thunder. Lunar
Picture of hell!
Not today!
Armor won't save you!
Raging
Take this!
cascade.
Strike! You're
Here,
finished!
one more.
Swallow blade!
Burning strike.
Here I go!
Here's the evil. There you go.
Blade.
Don't let up.
Slash!
Freeze blade. I'm ready. Raging cascade.
You're mine!
Now I'm in the groove!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
think we should use Norse Gel.
Here we go! I'm only
Try harder!
Showtime!
Swallow blade! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm on it!
Raging storm!
That
Swallow blade!
Glimmer
Here I come!
Lightning orb!
finishing blow!
You'll need to beat me to it, kid.
I'll take on that challenge.
More stockpile! It looks like you got this one covered.
Now or never.
Air thrust! Got him!
Take this!
Now's our chance!
Here I come! No further!
What's this?
It's over!
Eagle Fly! I'll heal you all!
Talon Storm! You're
Here
mine!
goes!
I won't lose.
Confiscated!
Not now, not ever! Here I come!
That's fun. I'm sorry to be a bother. We've all got enough of it. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not...
Here's the healing arc! Dance in the wind!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Catching you up!
Anyway, Norma is all mine.
Move across you!
I'm on a roll now.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
There's always room for improvement.
Oh.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
The wars are going. Don't worry, we managed to stop it.
Seriously?
I still can't believe we pulled it off, honestly. I never should have doubted you, Kisara. I hate that I had to turn to you in the first place. You still helped. You evacuated people, and clearing out rebel made it so that we could simply focus on fighting. So don't beat yourself up. You've always been a good help, even when we were younger. Thanks, Kisara.
Well...
Anyway, what part of the fence did that board destroy? I want to fix it for you.
What the?
You don't have to do that for me, and I swear, you never know when to rest, do you? It's just in my nature. Speaking of which, hey Rinwell, your coat's been dirty ever since that fight. Let me have it. I'll wash it for you later. Sure. I've got to step up my game. Let's go to the inn. Livestock. Where'd you go here for?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
For livestock. I don't. Ah. You didn't have any use any life bottles.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Yes. Yes, we did. We don't need to do that. Well, we need to stay at an inn, yes, but we don't need to cook. Okay. There's one more quest in this area.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Oh, you're Captain Kesar from the guard, right? Perfect. I've got a problem I could really use
You
your help
okay?
with. What is it? Am I at your service? I'm at your service? Well, when I was working in Resumed Quarry earlier, I came across this one tough nut of a rock that I couldn't quite crack.
Yeah!
A tough rock, you say? If you need help smacking that thing, I'm your guy. If only the solution were so simple. Alas, by the time I got back to work the next day, it had completely vanished. Imagine my surprise when I found it rolling around deeper in the quarry. It was practically a walking crag, and a feisty one at that. Ever since then, I've been too scared to go back and to work knowing that thing is in there.
Okay.
Leave it to me. I'll see what I can do. This will be good. I can't wait to see how our specialist in defense is going to solve this one, huh? Well, I'm not just going to ignore this man after what he's told us, defensive specialist or not. Thanks a million, Captain. You'll find it deep inside Resumed Quarry.
Here we go!
Roger. Let's move out. I'll crush the Zoogle one way or another. There's one thing I need to...
Stay sharp. We're going in.
That thing looks
Oh,
like
that
trouble.
thing.
Quite. I doubt we'd fit.
Oh, it's higher level than the last thing we fought.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
we'll try.
I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Ready to go!
No escape!
Denied!
Aim for the weak spot! You'll finish! You'll pay for that! Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
Not now! Not yet! It's almost too strong! Then I'll split it open! Be my guest! Swallow blade!
Not on my watch!
Rising Wyvern! You're finished!
Raging Cascade!
Try harder! My turn!
Here!
Rising Wyvern!
Watch this!
Here I come! Stardust!
Here! Thunderfield!
Take this!
Hurricane!
Rising Wyvern!
I can carve through on a roll now!
It's over!
There you go!
Didn't even use life bottles the last big battle.
Where are you going?
This should be fine. So we'll see what we can do. We seem to be doing okay.
You picked the wrong fight! Swallow blade! Now or never!
I'm out!
Far enough!
Can't get out of this!
Wind Astral Energy! Aid!
Swallow blade!
Not my finest.
I
Stay away
thought
from my
I dodged that.
I'll be there!
Slash! Swallow blade!
I'll bring you back from just a bit!
Strut!
Our next
Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Here's a healing art!
I owe you one!
Astral Energy! Hands in the wind!
Hurricane! Swallow blade!
Corruption! Raging Cascade! Sleep now! It looks like we've got this one covered!
I can carve through. I'm just getting started.
I'll heal you all.
Eat this.
Lightning orb.
Talon
Here,
hurricane.
Banana, let's go.
Glimmer
Dance in the
blade.
wind.
Swallow
Here's
blade.
the spear. Here's the evil.
Talon
I'm
roar. Swallow blade. Now.
Oh, you just broke its back.
Now we're never
I'll be saving this one.
in a bind.
Lightning
Now
dance.
into the groove. Oh, now you're talking.
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Swallow blade. Rising wyvern.
Healing
You're
circle.
on.
Dance in the wind.
Okay, it was fine.
Slash.
Mega red. Doctor
Soda.
to the fray.
Pieces.
Banana,
Attack
let's go.
You're finished.
Raging cascade. Seal. This will come in handy. Thank you.
Not done yet.
Well, I think it'd be preferable to use one of these.
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Oh, you are gonna pay for that. Can't get out of this. Whirlwind snap.
I still got some catalyst in me.
Oh, she, no? Shield's not back. Shield back.
I can't lose. In here.
All good things come to an end. Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Here, let me help.
Talon hurricane.
We got your energy.
You picked the wrong fight.
Thunder
Swallow blade.
blade.
Talon hurricane. I can carve through armor. Swallow blade.
I'll heal you all. The enemy is going all out.
Swallow blade.
This one's mine. Thunder blade.
Start on it. You're mine.
This one's mine.
Start on
Hey,
it.
that.
It's gonna attack.
Right, watch out. Lightning orb. Mega ray. Now. This one.
Slash.
Ready to go. All right.
Rising wyvern. Try harder. Prepare to be seized. You're up.
Far enough.
This one's all mine.
I can't heal you
Rising
forever.
wyvern. Turn.
No, I'm all stuffed up.
Here I go.
By the power
I'm on
of
it.
water.
Hurricane.
That's quite,
Eagle fly.
Mega ray. Annihilation.
I thought I would be out of the way.
Glacial spear. Evil. Seal. Breezeland.
Dragon shout.
See?
First strike.
Lightning. Downfall.
Oh, I'm back.
I can feel the medicine working. Lunar banana. Let's go. And weak.
Oh. What? God dang it.
This one's mine. I never miss.
Hurricane.
Glimmer dragon.
Nothing gets by me. Far enough.
Can't get out of this. Eat this.
Photon blast. In the wind. I'm out of ammo. In here.
Shattering pieces. Attack time.
Annihilation. Mega ray. Raging storm. More with that.
Okay. Sheesh.
This should do it.
Time is rest. One more.
Start up. I'm not done. You're on. This one's all mine. Take this. You're finished. You're finished. Swallow blade. Slash. Ready up.
Lightning condensing.
Eat this. Swallow blade.
Here.
Take the.
I'm out of ammo. I can handle
Back
it.
into the
Talon
fray.
hurricane.
Denied.
Take this. Swallow blade.
Can't be
Here I come. Rising wyvern.
I'm ready.
You're on. Falling behind. Looks like this one's mine. Like hell it is.
Let's
Slash. Rising Wyvern! You're mine! You're finished!
They're not playing around.
I'm all pressed up!
Here's into the shadows. Let's go.
Here comes the big one!
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
God dang it.
Freeze Lancer.
Slash! Rising Wyvern!
It's weakened.
Soda! This ends... Now!
That's gonna
Moral
smart.
Blade!
Lunar Corruption.
You're mine!
Lunar Blast. Watch it.
Stop!
I can handle it. Right
Blast! Moral Blade!
Just what I
This
got.
one's all mine!
Glimmer Dragon.
Ignite!
Lightning. Lightning Orb.
I can carve through armor! Rising Wyvern! First strike!
I never miss.
You're mine!
Arnex
Lunar Strike! Rising Wyvern!
One more. Tempest. Annihilation.
Mirage! Try harder! Not a chance! Big Blast! Slash!
Wind Astral Energy. Lightning Descent.
Mirage!
Thunder
You're
Blade.
mine! A Talon Hurricane! Stop! Eagle! Now!
Let's do it.
Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Right.
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
Oh, Captain, it's you again. Did you manage to beat the Zoogle I asked you about? Yeah, it turned out to be a real handful, but we eventually pulled through and won. Don't be coy. You were a sight to behold against that thing, attacking and defending that with that shield of yours. Wow, so you managed to take out that tough rock Zoogle with your shield? That's impressive. Thanks, it turns out it's useful not just for defending, I can be offensive with it too. I feel like I better understand what it's capable of now. Well, thanks for doing all that, Captain. Now I can finally get back to work. Keep kicking ass. Nice.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Other side quests that they got. Alice. Alice Library, huh? We gotta find a way to get in. Boom! There was a library on the first or second floor.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help. Oh?
My, it seems like you're carrying a rare book there, young lady.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing? To be fair, books in general are pretty rare across Dana. So I can tell it's particularly unique and special. As the librarian here, I couldn't ask you to consider donating it to me, could I?
Yeah.
I don't think I could part with this one. I need the book to fight Zeugles and stuff.
Why?
Goodness, I have no idea there were any such books used for combat. Oh, the more reason I simply must get my hands on it. Lord Doha, sweetie, you must convince her to part with it somehow, please.
What?
I must. To be quite honest, I would rather she hold on to it as well. But Tigrina, was appointed by you to serve as the palace's librarian so as to keep these precious books safe for future generations. You must do something. I simply can't do my job without having the books I need in my care. Please, Lord Doha. This is quite the conundrum. I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah. Got it.
Look, I'm not letting this book out of my sight, but you can take a look at it while we're here if you like. If I find any new books while we're traveling, I'll bring them to you too. Does that work for you?
Great.
Absolutely. I really do wish I could have your book, but I gladly accept that as a compromise. In return, every time you have something to show me, I'll give you something special in return. Lord Doha, I do hope a generous budget is forthcoming. Its arts must be preserved. Unfortunately, it isn't my call to make, seeing as I no longer serve as Lord here, but you make a compelling argument. Don't be shy, and bringing me lots and lots of books now. I'll be here, eagerly awaiting them. Wonder if I have any.
I hate that woman.
She
Well.
was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate?
Secrets of the Stars, eh? That's an old, beaten-up book you have there. What is it, I wonder? I sense much warmth from it. But also an aura of sadness emanating from its pages. Tell me, where did you find such a book?
Well,
It's a prized heirloom that used to belong to a certain clan. You could say I inherited it. That's why I can't give it away. I understand now. You must forgive my keenness to obtain it. I'm sure you don't have it easy as fellow book collector yourself. Nonetheless, I have sense that your passion for them is quite genuine. Will you bring me any other books you happen to come across? I'd actually love to see them.
yeah.
Sure, no problem. Happy Bottle. What? How is it we got? Just for completing quests we get stuff like this. Crazy. Not everybody got points.
I don't think I'll ever quite want. That can't be.
My word, for such a serene title as Nature's Beauty, this book is so ferocious. Truly breathtaking. It's too powerful. I fear it's going to blow my clothes straight off.
Wow!
He turned red. Really?
Hey.
Hey, what are you getting so excited for? I am? All you boys are the same. Ugh. Oh, now don't get yourself down. You're too cute to be so angry. Wouldn't you agree, handsome? Yeah, lighten up, Renault.
Oh?
Well, you're out searching for your next book. I suggest you read a little on men and how their minds work. We got some rosemary. That's not much. We have another book. Don't be shy about bringing me lots and lots of books now. I'll be here eagerly awaiting them. Okay, we didn't give her anything that time, so we must have given her all we got. Yeah, she got more points. Not enough to use, though. Alright. Alright, so what's next? Okay, all we got left is Nia's. There's stuff at the end, but we don't want to do that yet. Okay, let's,
We finally made it. Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alphen, mi amigo, I knew fate would bring us together once more. Remind me, you're that wonder guy, is it? I am a minstrel who tells many tales about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me the Wonder Bard. Right, you. I remember you.
I see.
I believe we haven't had the pleasure, sir. You may call me Dahaline. You claim to be a minstrel. Is that to say you're well versed in music? Oh, but I am indeed. There isn't a song I haven't sung, nor an instrument my hands have not mastered. I see. As it so happens, I am also a connoisseur of music. Is that so? Could I perhaps trouble you with a little rendition, kind sir? This is going to take a while, isn't it? Alas, unfortunately, I do not have any instruments on me, but I would be more than happy to indulge you with a short poem. In the sea of crimson trees, I spy an unknown fellow standing free within the breeze. Oh, Don Mio, your words are like music to my ears. You have quite the rare talent, sir, I must say. You really think so, sir? What do you do? I must return the favor in kind. Where do I begin? Faced with such wit, indeed words fail me. I am at a loss. For what can I say but gracias?
Oh.
Oh ho, you sir have thrown down the gauntlet. Allow me to...
Great.
I can't take any more of this. We're leaving, Dahalim. You're welcome to catch up with us later.
Excuse me!
Wait, don't leave yet. With so many brilliant minds among you, perhaps I can trust you with all the legendary instrument. What are you talking about? I hit a musical instrument knowing that one day I would be a worthy inheritor. You'll find it at the location detailed in these notes. But be warned, only the smartest shall solve the riddles contained within. Now I ask you, O Chosen One, will you take it upon yourselves to solve the riddles and uncover the legendary instrument? This talk of riddles and instruments has me most intrigued.
Good.
Very well, we accept your challenge. Faith and shall emerge victorious.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
So, oh yeah, let's okay, just beyond the hovels in a land shrouded by sand and stone, the northernmost reaches of wasteland to the north of abandoned village. It lies dormant at the back of a narrow road to the west, whereupon the ancient tower stands. I'm not gonna even try to solve this. Okay, I see where it is. I don't need the walkthrough anymore. They just
Finally.
point to it
If
on
only
the
we
map,
could
and
have
that's all
flown
you
with the
need.
wind to get here faster.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
You can smell them all the way here. Boy. That's bad.
Hi, Hoodle! We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said.
That focus goes double for you.
We can really make weapons with this?
I do believe that right there is what we've been searching for, yes?
Iron pipe.
What's this thing?
It's weak.
Is this
Garbage.
the so-called lead?
It's... I'll just,
Legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
I'm not so sure.
Together, you finally solved
How's
riddles.
this?
You found this thing, if that's what you mean. Oh, splendid. I knew you were all up to the challenge. That is indeed the legendary instrument that slumbers in these lands. It's just a rod that I was using. No, amigo, it is a rod that you were destined to use, and with her you shall perform feats that shall inspire
I
legends.
see.
So that really was the instrument you were after? So you're saying I should fight with this thing? Take her and go forth into the world and achieve your grand destiny that you were born to fulfill. It's
Great.
You piece of shit. Alright, if you insist. It's got a unique curvature to it, but I'm sure I'll get used to fighting with it over time.
Huh?
Pardon me? I'll have to learn all of its unique bends by heart. I might even have to change what parts I use depending on if I'm attacking or defending. Hold on, are you perchance being serious? Oh, this has been such a fun little excursion. Truly, your words have truly been inspirational to all of us here. You should work at my palace. Nay, would you consider joining us on a journey and hearing Alphen's beautiful music for yourself? Yeah, you should come along with us. If there are any other legendary instruments out there, I'd definitely like to know. I certainly appreciate your offer. However, alas, I must go where the wind blows. I shall leave it up to you to bear witness to the legends that are sure to unfold with that instrument in his
Agreed.
hand. Very well, then I shall keep watch over his every movement so as to ensure that I do not miss history in the making.
Totally.
I'm going to have to come up with a way to fight that takes advantage of this thing, Dahlium Wood. You mind helping me out with that? Certainly, as well, as you well know, I am quite proficient fighting with rods and stabs. Didn't do anything with her that I wouldn't do, and with that, I shall be off. Until we meet again, adios. Farewell, my friend. Be safe.
I can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Dahlium got some.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together.
Yeah, it's at the end.
I wonder if something happened.
Ah, gotcha. I sure wish there was more to go around.
Yeah.
John, our rations, we're always running short on them. We could really do with some rice, potatoes, beef, and some spices in particular.
Right.
Understood. We'll see what we can find out there. It's too dangerous for you to try and get it yourself. Really? Oh, that'd be amazing if you could get those things. Thank you. Luckily for us, Xian here is good knows when it comes to food.
Hey!
That's what it's supposed to mean exactly.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little, if you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Staluva Forest. Next time. And pay attention.
We're gonna get potatoes. Probably just easier to buy them. Should they have potatoes? I mean, that's what they want, just potatoes.
We finally made it.
How many potatoes? 4 potatoes. You'll have 4 of your finest potatoes. And you don't have potatoes. Okay, well, we're just gonna keep going backwards until we find potatoes. No potatoes.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here fast. Sir.
No potatoes here.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
You don't have potatoes. I'm just gonna find out where I can get potatoes. It's an uncommon. What? Well, there's a picture. All I can see is a picture, and it looks like they're in the desert. So, we'll just go to the desert. I like that. This is a bit more like it. So 5 potatoes. potatoes get here? Just pick it up anyways.
Isn't that what we were asked to find?
We got that.
Gone! Swallow blade!
Not what I wanted.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
You could go this way.
Hey, isn't that what we've been trying to find?
Pepper.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Rising one! Ready to
You
go!
made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones, they're hardly worth our time. Let's keep
There's something over there.
our eyes on the prize.
Ah! Okay, this way. Oops. Desert area.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Oh, it's just carb. We'll pick it up anyways. God dang it, I keep hitting that instead. Okay, right across. Sweet. Okay, there's something over here.
I think that might be what we were told to get,
Ah!
isn't it?
Potatoes!
Isn't that what we were asked to find?
Okay, we got enough potatoes. I don't know if we even got all the quest items. Oh, okay. We're looking at. We got them all. Yep. All right. There's another quest in the town.
We've reached our destination.
All right.
How's this?
We brought some food for you. Is this enough? Oh, you're so generous. Thank you. Yes, that'd help a lot. I don't have much to offer in return, but I'll teach you my family's secret recipe if you like. Curry! Oh, wonderful! I love curry. Curry's good.
Great!
Oh, this sounds delicious. Yeah, I can't wait to try it. Doesn't look all that hard to fix either.
Hey,
Hey, Kisara, if it's really that simple, would you teach me how to cook it? Wow, you're actually interested in making food now, not just eating it? What does it matter to you? I'd just like to put a certain someone in his place for complaining about my cooking earlier.
Good.
Well, I'd love to teach you. but my training isn't going to be easy. Think you're ready?
Really?
That's serious? Is that that serious? Sure, I guess. Hit me with what you got. But promise me you won't tell anyone else I asked this, okay? My lips are sealed. But in return, you have to call me Captain while you're training, deal?
What?
What? Okay, Captain. You're supposed to say yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
All right.
Now we can begin our training.
Right.
I see you have some freshly caught fish there. Perfect. We'll use that as well.
Really?
What? But the recipe doesn't call for fish.
What?
Are you trying to talk back to your superior? No, ma'am. You're supposed to say yes, Captain.
Huh?
What?
All right.
Good. It looks like you have everything you need. Now we dive into the culinary trenches.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Over there.
Is that how you hold a knife? What are you trying to do, Private? Dance with it?
Huh?
No, of course. You're supposed to say yes, Captain. It's raw! Yes, Captain.
All right.
Pay attention. Turn up the fire. Boil the water. You don't have time to let your eyes wander.
Yes.
Yes, Captain. I think she's Gordon Ramsay or something. It's all finished.
Huh.
So it is. Its flavor and presentation get a passing grade. You've got promise, and there's still room for improvement. You'll have to keep retraining every day. Do I make myself clear?
All right.
Yes, Captain. Guess I got a long way to go before my food is perfect, but I'll show him. One day my food will taste as good, it'll knock his armor off.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure.
Ooh. Oh.
As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't wanna... Okay, there's actually one more side quest here that must have appeared at a different time. So I don't remember it being there.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know.
Why does everybody have to be such cowards? If we don't get this taken care of, things are never gonna change.
What's wrong?
What's going got you down, friend? Zeugles, that's what. A pretty common variety of them, to be more specific. Rumors say it was a lord's favorite kind of Zeugl, so people are afraid to go anywhere near them.
Alright.
I can understand hesitation, but if you need them gone, we're more than capable of taking care of them for you.
What the?
Hold on, pal. I don't want to just exterminate them. If you could just bring back any usable materials from them, that'd be great, too. You want us to retrieve Zeugl parts? For what? Are you building something? Not building, studying. It can be if I can demonstrate that even fearsome, dangerous Zeugls can be used to make handy tools, that'll motivate people to hunt them more. We can't always expect folks like you to come along and solve all our problems for us, after all. So you're trying to be more self-sufficient. That's very commendable.
Hey.
Actually, those materials you're looking for, this isn't what you're talking about, is it?
Yeah!
Oh yeah, it totally is. I could convince you to share what you have with me. Okay, go ahead, take them. Yeah, go ahead and help yourself. I'd rather go and to someone who can use it than keep it weighing us down. Great, you're one generous bunch of people, you know that? Now I see, honestly, just what I can turn all of this into.
All right!
I'm sure I'll be able to make something useful. Thank you so much. I think I've seen every single... Yeah, we've got all we can... Okay, so... we could go on a main mission. It's also getting kind of late. Had to have... Yeah, we did. She didn't get near enough of anything. Oh, she did, huh? Oh. Nice. I don't think I've picked up anything special along the way. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night here. Good night.